We grew up on American movies, pretty much. So we grew up watching all the movies. So you see what New York is like before you even landed in New York. You have an idea what New York is like, and your only goal is you want to blend in. As soon as you get here, you just want to blend in. You want to be a part of it. You want to look like a New Yorker. You want to talk like a New Yorker. You want to dress like a New Yorker. And for me, that was the thing. So blending in gave me the opportunity to rub shoulders with people who are very creative, with some creative, real deep thinking people, and that's how I came across a designer who actually took me under his wing, and then I started learning. I started just being inspired by just watching, by just seeing.
Live from New York, live from New York.
Actually thinking about some of the problems and trying to find the solutions into the problems by way of design. And with that said, as a kid growing up, as far as I can think and as far as I know, and to today, when you look back, we have a highly scorching sun in Africa. We have this flocking dust all over the place, and you have this random rains that comes after the scorching sun. So I decided to pick these three elements: the sun, the dust, and the rain, to kind of make it a purpose of designing. So approaching the design pretty much thinking of how can I pick specific materials that can manage or can withstand or can repel such elements, being the fact that these products will be used in this environment where it's full of rain coming randomly. You have the sun, scorching, and then you have this dust all over the place. So how can I pick materials that can manage or repel or fight these elements in these neighborhoods? So that's my purpose for going into design.
The purpose of using the clay is to try to get the proportions of the actual feet right. You want to make sure that you bring your visionary design as close to the foot as possible. So once you pass it on to the factory, it makes it much easier to work on the prototypes and the samples. You don't have to keep going back and forth. That's the whole idea. So giving sort of a mock foot and going over working such a the design that you want on it, it gives them exact idea of how the shoe should fit the foot, and that's what this is pretty much about. As kids growing up, as much as fun as it was, and even though we were poor, but we were still having fun, we were around all these rich elements, rich natural elements. That's what actually pushing me now. That's what I designed through. I designed through these elements that I grew up on. All these, the ground, the textures, the rich abrasions that all around. So that's what I see when I'm designing. And there was no direction to see a market where we can make things that we like and sell through. But now there's a market for all these other things. There's a shopping malls being built. There's businesses being set up. There are retailers that's being set up. So now Africa is ready for new things. Africa is ready for something different. Africa is ready for re-innovating itself. Africa is ready for business. Africa is ready for its youth to make things happen, and that's where I comes in. I want to be a part of that. I want to be a contributor. I want to be a body of that embodiment to take Africa to that next level. So that's where I comes in.
Africa, Africa.